Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Bhagyalakshmi. Today we are going to study about web technology and its applications. The contents we are going to study today are what is a HTML table, creation of HTML table with elements, creation of table with styles, and then creation of table with all the options and creation of forms. Let's see what is a HTML table. HTML table is a structured way of presenting data in rows and columns which is similar to a spreadsheet. It is commonly used element in web development for displaying information such as product listings, schedules and pricing tables. When creating a HTML table, there are many options available for customizing their appearance and behavior. Some of the options include defining the table size, border, padding, background color, font style, and alignment. Additionally, developers can specify whether the table is sortable, searchable, or has pagination, among other features. Let's see how to create table in HTML with all the options available. Creating HTML table with all the options typically refers to designing and coding a table element in HTML that includes various options for customizing its appearance and behavior. Creating a HTML table with all options means creating a table element in HTML with a wide range of customization options to make it visually appealing and user friendly. Now let's write a code using these following options. We can see the following tags here. Using these all options, we will be writing a code which would generate HTML table. So here, this the first tag name table. This is the main element that creates a table. This is the tag which is useful to create the table. Next, the caption tag is used to add caption to the table. Next, call group. This element allows you to group columns together and apply styles to them. The next tag is call, that is column. This element defines a single column within the call group element. This style attribute is used to set the background color of the first column, and the span attribute is used to span the next two columns. T-head. This tag contains the table headers which are defined using the th tag element with a scope attribute set to call. T-body. This element contains the table data which is defined using the tags th and td with scope and row span attribute set to row and row group. T-foot. This element contains the table footer which is also defined using the tag td with the call span attribute set to 3. Then the tag tr, this element defines a row in the table. Then the tag th, this element defines a header cell in the table. Td, this element defines a regular cell in the table. Here we have written a code to obtain a table in HTML. So using all the options which we have mentioned earlier, that's table tag to create the table, then the caption, then the call group, then here the column style, then giving it a background color. This is the specific color. Then the call span to, that is style background color. Then here we are ending it. Then we are starting t head. Here we are assigning some values to the th and then t body again. Then we will be creating some rows, that is row 1 header 1, row 1 column 2, row 1 column 3. The next again we are going to create here another row and column, row 3 column 1, then row 3 4 column 2, then row 3 column 3. Another row is created here using this tag tr where row 4 and column 1 are created, then row 4 and column 3, then it's ended. Then we end the body, then the t foot, where call span is assigned 3. Then we end this program. So here we have generated an output. So we get the table like this as we have named it. So we get the table as output. So we are done with creation of table using all the options. Now we will be studying about creation of table in HTML using all the elements. The HTML elements is everything from the start tag to the end tag. Here this is the start tag which starts like this. Here the name of tag and then the content goes here in between. Then the end tag which goes like this slash and the name of tag. So these are some examples we can see here. So here we can see heading H1, then the content, my first heading, then the end tag that is represented with a slash here. Then same here is repeated, that is paragraph which is named P. For the start tag, then the content is this and then the end tag. So these are the things, start tag, element tag and end tag, which are given here. So we can see this. These are the start tags and this is the element content. These are all the contents and these are the end tags. So some HTML elements have no content like the BR element. These elements are also called as empty elements. These elements are called as empty elements. Empty elements do not have an end tag. So here we see there is no end tag here as this is the empty element as there is no content present here. Now let's write down the code using elements in HTML. These are the following elements which we will be using. So the first is the table tag. This is the main element that creates the table which we have already seen earlier. Then the caption tag, this element add a caption to the table. Then the t head, this element contains the table headers which are defined using the th element. And then t body, this element contains the table data which is defined using the td element. Then the t foot, this element contains the table footer which is also defined using the td element. The colspan attribute is used to span across all three columns. Tr tag, it defines a row in a table. Then th tag, it defines header cell in the table. Then the td tag, it defines a regular cell in the table. So here we are starting by using the table tag so that we create the table. So again, caption, to give a caption, that is example table is our caption, name of the caption. Then end it by a end tag and then start t head, and here we are giving the header 1, 2 and 3 and then we end it by giving end tag. Then again we end this t head 2 by giving the end tag. Then we give the start tag, that is t body. In this we are going to create row 1 column 1, then row 1 column 2, then row 1 column 3, then end this by using the end tag. Then again start by using the start tag. Here again row 2 column 1, row 2 column 2 and row 2 column 3 are created. Then we use the end tag and then we start by using the start tag. Again the same, row 3 column 1 column and then row 3 column 2, row 3 column 3. Again we end it and we end body and the foot. We are using the foot tag to create a footer text here. To write footer text, that is colspan is equal to 3 we are assigning. Then we end it. Then we end the table by using the tag slash table. Here after we run this code we get this as output. So this is our output where we are having this caption as example table. Then as we have given these header names, header 1, header 2 and header 3. Then next we have created here body. of this table, where first we have given here row 1 column 1, row 1 column 2, row 1 column 3. Here they come. So next this part comes here, and then this part comes here, and the last one is footer text goes here, it comes here. Hence we get our table, example table, for by using all these elements. Next, creation of table using various styles. Now we will be using various styles to create a table in HTML. So here the HTML style attribute. Setting the style of an HTML element can be done with the style attribute. The HTML style attribute has the following syntax. This is the syntax we have to know. So its tag name style is equal to property value. The property is a CSS property. The value is a CSS value. Use the style attribute for styling HTML elements. So these 5. Use background color for background color. We are using these attributes. Background color to set the background color. Then color for text colors. Then font family for text fonts. And then font size for text sizes. Then use text align for text alignment. We have to use these particular style attributes for styling HTML elements. Now let's write down the code with using these various styling options. Those are style is equal to border collapse. Here this sets the border collapse style to collapse so that the borders of the cells are merged, with the width style to 100%, which is given here, which we have given, so that the table takes up the full width of its container. Caption style is equal to font size 1.2 em, font weight bold, padding 10 px. Then this was just an example. Then the next, this tag we are using, this sets the font size and weight of the caption and adds some padding to it. Then the call and call group, these elements group columns together and set background colors for each group. Then T head, T body and T foot, these elements group table headers, table data and table footer rows respectively. TR, this tag is used to define a table row. TH and TD, these are used for table header and table data respectively. Then the style is equal to background color. This is the color given, white. So this sets the background color. So here we can see we are using the table. This is the start tag. Then we style by giving border collapse width 100%. Then the font size is given, font weight is given, padding is given. Then the call group, here we are giving background color and then style to it. Then T head, where we give background color, then padding, where for header 1, for header 2 and header 3. Then next background color. Then again for row 1 header 1, row 1 header 2, column 2 and row 1 column 3, we are giving the style, that is padding values, that is 10 px. Then again the same thing is done here too. Similarly, we give the background color and padding values to the row 3 and the columns created for it. Then the similar thing is done for row 4 and its columns. And then we end the body. Then we start the T foot by using the start tag. Then here we are assigning colspan is equal to 3 value, where we are giving text align is center, and then the padding value, that is 10 px. Then we are giving this text, that is footer text goes here. Then we end all these tags by using the end tags, that is by using this slash. So TD, TR, TFoot, TTable, these are the end tags used here. So we end the code here. Next, see what's the output we are getting here. So we can see here we are getting the output with the specified colors we have given, and the size we have given to the rows and columns, and to this particular to these particular sizes. We can see sizes vary as we have given accordingly, and the colors to vary according to the code we have written. So this is the output. Now, creation of forms in HTML. HTML form is used to collect user input. Form is used to collect user input. The user input is most often sent to a server for processing. Example, first name, last name. The HTML form element is used to create HTML form for user input. So these are some types and their descriptions. So first type is input text is equal to text. This displays a single line text input field. Then the input type is equal to radio. This displays a radio button for selecting one of many choices. Here we do this thing. Then the checkbox, where we display a checkbox for selecting zero or many or more of many options. Then the submit, which displays a submit button for submitting the forms. Then the button which displays a clickable button. Now let's write down the code using the following. That is form, then action is equal to submit, form method is equal to post, label, for equals name, then input, then type is equal to text, type is equal to email, type is equal to tell. Those are text, email, and telephone respectively. Then ID is equal to name, email, and phone. And then name is equal to name is equal to email, and name is equal to phone. These attributes give each input field a name which is used to identify the field where the form is submitted, whereas these ID attributes, these give each input field a unique ID. This is the difference between these both. And then required, this attribute specifies that the user must enter data into the input field before the form is submitted. That is, this is the must information that has to be given. Then text area, this element creates a multi-line input field for the user to enter a longer message. Then rows is equal to 5. This attribute sets the number of rows. We are just setting the number of rows by using this attribute. So here we have set the number of rows to 5. Then the button, this element creates a button for the user to submit the form. So here we write the code using form, then the action method, then the label name, where we are giving the name, and here the label, then the input type text, then ID name, then name is equal to name. Then similarly here email, and then phone, telephone, message, and then the submit button, and we end it by using the end tag. So here when we run this code, we get this particular output. As we can see here, the first we have given the name, which is displayed here. Then the next we have given email, which is displayed here. Then the phone is displayed here. So, and then the message is displayed here. Then the submit button is here. Thank you.